Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Name is Jamerson, and we're about to play some. Oh, we're actually gonna be like reacting and stuff, to be honest. I know the Xbox showcase happened earlier today. I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't see it in full, so we're gonna check. But I wasn't able to really, look at the trailers and details. But what I'm going to do is we're going to be looking at these videos, checking out the games that came out that looks like interesting at the Xbox showcase, and we'll go from there. Hold on, and if I have enough time, I'll play some Alan Wake. Play some Alan Wake as well, if I have the time. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? I'm trying to shut the music off, that's why. Shut this off. Alright, let's get started. Oh, they just cut off early. All these rating systems. I am mature. I'm over the age of 18. I know there's a lot of eyes on the Xbox showcase. Because of like the recent stuff that's happening, seeing what Xbox does. Like, if you're going to be close to these studios, you better be like playing some heat. And from what I hear, there's some heat on this showcase. And they start off with Black Ops.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more.
1991.
Despite the potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
They could laugh.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
No Eminem song for the trailer, but they probably do that for the multiplayer trailer.
The agency is compromised, but being hunted from the inside.
I like this song.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal, but it might be better if you do.
Hey, some you see.
Got
What the
woods.
hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
Campaign is back in Call of Duty. That's the one thing I miss about Call of Duty.
Are you out of your mind?
Things got
The story, not really that really interesting to me, at least. But I'll definitely pick up the Black Ops for this.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign
I
for
remember
Call
seeing
of
like
Duty
a video
Black Ops
of
6.
like
Set in the
a Chinese
1990s
country
after the
saying
Cold
that
War ends, where the
basically
truth
saying that America
isn't
is
what it seems.
like being real wild,
It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision.
that we use
And please stay tuned
like
after the
overuse our power.
showcase where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Shout out to those.
You'll get a 25-minute
stunt
deep
guys.
dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies.
Multiplayer.
It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch.
A unified.
There are currently over 100 million people
Gamers
who
unite.
play Call of Duty every month. We hope to grow that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one.
Nice.
So no matter where you choose to play, everyone is welcome to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th.
Nice.
I'm incredibly excited for today's show. I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe is some of their best work ever.
With like Sony and PlayStation,
And now I get to introduce something
releasing
that
their
is special
games,
to me.
their first party games
As
on other
someone
consoles.
who has played games for as long as I have,
I wonder if they'll
it's
eventually
amazing
just
that
do
I
away
get
with
to
consoles
set up
altogether.
this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
World premiere.
World premiere. Oh, Bethesda game. I forgot what this was. Where he became a hero. Oh yeah, I know what this was. He was a super weapon of gods and kings. In-game footage. Yes, Doom. Dark Ages. High-tech armor. Get my super shotgun. My super shield. And a fur coat. Yo, this is a cool ass weapon. This is a wild weapon. Oh shit. Okay. Cool. I can't wait to play this. Ooh, parry. Mech. Super cool. Love to see Doom. They starting off really good at Xbox or Microsoft. Play day one with Game Pass. Nice. Xbox Game Studio presents. What's
Who
this
were
guy?
you before? Who did you love? What did you believe?
Zombie game.
It's too late to ask now.
CG game.
We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us.
Wow.
We found hope in each other.
Oh, I thought another zombie.
Help!
I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it.
What looks like? Oh, this like is like a
And that helped us find the courage
sort of
to keep
gameplay.
going, to fight on. When we needed it the most. I didn't know you well.
Let
But
that
we'll
man
keep
die.
your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten.
Do you really want to go that way? See that big old guy there?
No one is forgotten. We live on.
Stirred up decay 3. Played day 1 with Game Pass. Not really interested in zombie games anymore. Hope the people that are enjoying this stuff really likes it. Ooh, BioWare. Oh, this is the Dragon Age.
Not looking good, old friend.
I've recognized that one. That the character
This'll
here.
take more than you and me.
Harding the
What are you
Scout.
thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
The detective.
Someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
The mage killer. Okay.
We're going into the fade, aren't we?
The barrel jumper.
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
I've never seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie, but it feels like it's like the whole little like
What about
party.
Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
The warden.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We
You get
need
it.
someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on.
It's
Someone
me.
that the world can count on. But where are
Wow.
we gonna find?
That was pretty smart to do that. It's me. I'm the leader. Oh, this year. Cool. It just said it was coming to Xbox and PC. Surely it's also coming to... Oh, Starfield. I recognize the music.
Received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit.
I've yet to touch this game.
Something is not right.
I'm dead.
This is the serpent.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Bethesda Game Studios.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Maroon. Your fate will be decided.
The design of the world looks pretty cool.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting.
Was this Dead Space?
No more you. Only us.
I know it's not Space. This is like one of those spooky DLC expansions of games, like this horror aspects of like going out in space. New content coming tonight. Oh shit.
We have a proposal for you.
I wish you the best of luck.
Oh god, in-game content. Hey Yoshi, what's up? You said the Xbox finally got games? Yeah, I see. I hear.
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored in part by Sugar Bombs Breakfast Cereal. Bombs away. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by.
My friend was hyped for Doom.
It looks
No,
like
I'm hyped too. Man's got a shield. He's got a
How about
freaking
Skyline Valley,
fur coat.
beautiful country,
That's
right
pretty
in
cool.
the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
The
Call now to
Appalachians.
join Harry and the over 17 million vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center. Is it Roll Twins? Congrats.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63.
This is probably
Greatest scientific
Is it
minds
76
are hard at
expansion?
work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature.
I tell you
in
what,
the
people
photos.
still
From the
play this
picturesque
game.
Shenandoah National Park
Surprised
to
people
its
still
majestic
play this game.
wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a welcome home to all. And don't forget to bring home a souvenir or two.
I'll give Bethesda that. They're still
They're
supporting this game, putting out extensions for it.
Place in Vault 76. Still not sold?
No.
Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone. Best of luck out there.
Lost the wide Missouri.
Damn, that's coming in a couple of days. Shit. My friend lied and said it was fun now. We played for an hour, the game broke on us. Your friend lied, that's crazy. A game by Sandfall Interactive. Oh, this is one of the newer games I heard about.
Wake and paint again. Paint a new number. Ticking down.
33.
One stroke. And everyone of that age
Yo, is this? This sounds like old dude from Final Fantasy 16, the guy who voices Clive.
And every year, an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the Paintress.
It is? Oh shit! Even more reason to do it.
Again.
Got gameplay?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Ooh.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Oh shit. Yo, this is hot. Yo, this is good. This is turn-based. I mean, it looks pretty good.
Even if we
for
fail,
a turn-based game.
We lay the trail for those who will come after. Right.
33.
Our Expedition 33.
Clair Obscure. Coming next year. Shit. It looks hot. I love Persona style games. Well, not. I love turn-based games. I like that it's got like Persona's menu style. I do like the
Do you think there's a chance
the whatchamacallit.
my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you here,
Oh, it's the Louisiana game.
fighting till we find her.
The New Orleans
I
game.
hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
Hush.
I remember I was watching somebody stream while they were watching this, and they were saying how, you know, I'm not even gonna mention. I'm not even gonna mention.
Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mom.
I ain't in a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a
I
church
love they
up
got the
away
New
to
Orleans
Big
accent.
Bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of the bell. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Funny ass mudcat.
Oh yeah, I definitely gotta get this game.
Gotta move quickly now.
She said she gotta move quickly. She's just jogging.
Wait, that floating island is the gator?
It's a gator.
Oh, hell no.
The enemy design look pretty cool. It reminds me like one of those like stop motion like movies. Like the one I can think of is like Del Guillermo's Pinocchio movie he made. The art style for it. Got some action. Looks like you got it.
All right, time to find that church.
Like this is what games should be doing like more often. Like not trying to push. Like I think games shouldn't be like pushing. To stop pushing like visual fidelity and trying to get like realism. Oh, that's pretty cool. We should like push like more art style projects like this. Like, this is like really good. And this is just the stream quality is, you know, it's fucking it up, but you know, it is what it is. Nice music. Okay, we got some parkour. Oh, okay. I'm out. Make it fun with creativity. Exactly. Yes, sure.
What the hell?
Jump. What are you talking about? South of midnight. Oh yeah. Come on, next year. Player Day 1 Game Pass. Pretty cool. Cinematics.
In darkness.
Oh, I remember this.
Slumbers and dreams.
Oh no, I don't remember this.
And for countless generations, mortal heroes.
Oh, this is
to defend her.
World of Warcraft.
He faced monsters, tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across time.
Thought they would say free on Game Pass, but no, just expansion. Yeah.
Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very
They gotta make some money.
of death.
For some reason, I feel like this is like a mix smash of like all their expansion videos, trailers, like together.
The final battle draws near.
That big ass sword.
Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again.
The DEI.
And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
Guessing she's the bad guy. The war within. The darkness calls. Well, I know I'm not going to play this game, but shoutouts to the people still playing WoW. Not really. Well, really. Oh. Snake Eater.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack.
Look at
Your
this,
mission is to
crisp.
infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of
Crisp.
Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
I probably should replay this game.
Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked
I'll be
Snake.
referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace
Look
of your
at
presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is
great.
the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured
The
on
crocodile
site. That goes for food
helmet.
as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment.
They got David Hayter.
Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Bitch. What?
Freeze. Speak.
Oh shit. Kaboom. I can't wait to play this. This is my favorite Metal Gear game. This is the best one of the series. The boss. She looks good too. Snake Eater.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
This looks really good. I can't wait. Snake Eater. And Evil Awakens. Is this what's that game I'm playing? That one pirate game. I forgot his name. Shit. Sea of Z's, that's what it is. Sea of Thieves, that's what it's called. I forgot the name. 444 Games is what it's called?
Your kind meddled where you shouldn't. As long as Uru is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I just want to mind my business. Oh shit, it's so acrobatic. I love it. It's like definitely not restricted. Okay. From the makers of Ashen, never heard of it. Coming explosive, Souls-like. Definitely feels explosive. Look at him.
Fight me and die!
That's coming out next month. Is this like a... Is this like the actual game? A full game or like expansion? I wonder. But that game looks cool though. I would love to play it.
We return to you now as the gods of mankind.
What is this? It's one of our real-time strategy games. Or their simulation games.
Rulers of the Greeks and the Norse.
The Egyptians and the Atlanteans.
We created mankind to fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath.
Command beastly chaos.
Okay.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury.
God.
Worship me. Claim my power.
Oh shit.
And legend will be yours.
Okay. Not really interested in that. I'm sure somebody will like it. I know, not me though. I'm not into those type of games.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs.
Oh, I know what this one is. Oh, a lot of people are excited about this game.
I always knew I had an instinct.
Okay, they're doing the Metal Gear.
I could see the world differently.
The Metal Gear jump out of airplane.
Any other mission. I was wrong.
Crystal
Welcome to
Dynamics.
Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
Stop Carrington's attack.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his
Vocal
whereabouts.
analysis.
You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
Oh, that's cool. That would like probably.
I'm getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
That's pretty cool.
I'm looking at the screen right now.
I can see we can listen to people's conversations to like, you know, find like special treasures
On the second floor.
with that voice analyzer. Manipulation.
From the life we think we know,
Got some hardcore parkour.
turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington! Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical. Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
No, thank you. It's shocking, isn't it?
I had to lose everything before I could see.
You just reload while ain't nobody gonna shoot you while you reloading?
What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Perfect Dark. I never played the original, but I know there's people were expecting this to come out. But I'm glad they see that they're working on it.
Agent Joanna Dark is caught in the middle of a near-future war
Matt
over
Booty.
advanced technology that threatens the lives of millions. We hope you enjoyed the first look at gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers at the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics as the game progresses. The creativity and talent of game creators are what make our industry unique.
That play of day
And I'm
one
incredibly
slide
proud
Karen. Yep.
of our games and our team.
It's Karen though.
They are building
Playing
a
at day
diverse
one,
lineup
that's-
of titles, which includes new installments in beloved franchises like Doom,
A lot of people going to be on the Game Pass now.
Updates and expansions to our ongoing games, like World of Warcraft, The War Within from Blizzard. Handcrafted original concepts, like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games. And
I think South of Midnight, I would buy it.
like Call of Duty,
I would buy it
Black Ops 6
like pay the
from
full price for
Activision.
that game.
On behalf of our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we
Seems like a
thank you
special type of
for your
game.
continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games in your hands. Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in all of gaming. We're
Diablo.
thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass, where millions of you made it your favorite way to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class, a new region, and of course, the next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
Blizzard presents. A word for the small studios. That's what I'd be lying about supporting them. Yeah. I know Phil Spencer said something about it in an interview he had with IGN. Talking about how he, unfortunately at the end of the day, he's got to run a business and he's got to make decisions, which I totally get. But that's why you can't be making those promises. At least keep studios where, like, you know, like Tango Gameworks that made like had like pretty good repertoire.
Nirel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nayrel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
I'm here, little magpie.
Magpie?
I missed you.
Is that another word for
so much.
shit? Magpie?
I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you. You monster. Let go of me.
Let go. No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
That's nasty.
Surrender.
No. I control the stone.
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
You were dead, sir. Yikes. That was tough to look at. But interesting though. Of course it's come out in October, the spooky month. Xbox Game Studios presents Another game.
Oh, right. Jude.
Playground games.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
Alright. Oh, I know what this one is. Humphrey. Albion's greatest hero. Retired.
I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favourite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew there's one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But, you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power.
Oh.
She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Ooh. Okay, now I'm interested in Fable.
This place.
That's good.
And no one is going to stand in my way.
Ooh. Now I'm interested. Wasn't this one of those games where like people were basically calling the girl character like ugly or something like that? She was pretty good.
World premiere.
I can't. But that game looks like has like personality. It's like the story's gonna be good too. What is this? Hate rules, change them.
Make your own rules.
It's my turn.
Okay. Another like hero shooter game. I like Death's Embrace. Oh, wow, that's cool. Not big ass, so you can the headshots. 5v5 rotating hero shooter. That's a nice idea. Pretty cool. A NetEase game. They come with a lot of games.
World premiere.
But no, that's a pretty good looking game.
There was nothing left for me in the city.
I remember TBH.
So,
Oh, he's in
I've
manga,
traveled back
the
to where I
movie.
grew up. Here, I found my childhood home in ruins. Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter what it takes. And no matter how hard it gets. I will fight.
One of those
And find meaning
survival
and
building
beauty
things.
out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so. But I must keep believing that every winter leads to spring.
Girl.
See, finally!
Oh. That's crazy. Okay. It's too bad I'm not too interested in that game, but I wish them the best of luck there. World premiere.
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
Go back to a time where summers lasted forever, when friendships were unbreakable, and any trouble was good trouble.
This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
Yes!
What's your name again?
From Beethoven and Dinosaur comes an adventure a lifetime in the making. Experience the freedom of the teenage
Is this the
sneaking
gameplay?
out, making out, avoiding the law, and maybe something a little more.
Hey, can I stand up?
Yeah, little Rockford, go nuts!
Set to the soundtrack of a generation.
What's this game supposed to be about?
What are we gonna think of ourselves in 10 years?
I'll just remember to tell myself it felt important at the time.
Your greatest memories are stored in music. You're invited to go back in mixtape.
There have been noise complaints.
Okay.
Okay. Wonder what this game is, though. Mixtape game is. It's got the art style, but just wonder what the gameplay would be. Asobo. This is what I think it is. Flight Simulator. Man, get the fuck out of here with this. Wow, the flight simulator must be like a really popular thing. what you got for us, Bethesda. Okay. Oh. What is this trailer? Play all DLC for free for a limited time. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Too bad I'm not interested in Elder Scrolls.
World premiere.
World premiere.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
Oh, I know this one is.
But 2 nights ago, I found my friend's body in the woods.
All new supernatural murder mystery.
Or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice?
That's crazy they bring her back.
My power.
I always like when the studios do this.
Shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
New Max Caulfield adventure. That's pretty cool. Life is Sleep. Hey, murder mystery where you get to investigate, use the multiverse. I'm here for it. Plus the older version of Max, which is pretty cool. Machine Games. Oh, this is the Indiana Jones game.
Are you sure you want to investigate this, Indy?
Of course.
I can't let this go. It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. The boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
What are you doing out there?
Fresh air!
Fresh air.
We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted the Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Where Voss is sending all of his men.
Himalayas.
Is that a
battleship? Yep.
Battleship Galactica.
Get a closer look.
Damn, how'd that get over here?
Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
Why is there?
What's that in his
There's a
hands?
ship in the mountains.
What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide. Ciao.
Hey!
Oh.
Hands behind your head.
You didn't see the girl?
Where's the stone, you American rat?
What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand. Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland.
Oh.
You have no purpose. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo. You laugh and dance, celebrating your
This
own
is a
idiocy
meme.
and drinking the piss you call beer.
Choo choo.
I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Give me that stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
I shall search your corpse to make sure it!
Please wait.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
Oh! That guy's dead. Wait. How did he fall from over there? Oh.
I gotta get out of here.
Gina!
Oh, I remember that gun. Ooh. It's definitely got the spirit. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Bunch of Nazis. That shooting looks weird. No, it's a boulder. Come out this year. Okay. Coming out this year, Indiana Jones. Amazing Season. Oh, this is the Mech Break, whatever it's called. Okay. Customize the colors. Damn. This shit looks so chaotic. I'm here for it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Got a parry. Okay. Not the step back into the attack. That looked pretty cool. Beta coming in August. Let's go. Is this?
You never know you are a monster.
Oh no. It's...
Until
oh my
someone
God.
comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle. But over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Hey. Get all the bodies. Oh! Why he slap her like that? Okay, this style switch. Got the parry. Ooh.
I should know. It runs in my blood.
Nothing is forever. Wu Shang Fallen Feathers. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Got the Devil Trigger. I can't wait to see the Devil Trigger the show have.
Come. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose.
Oh, this must be the Val game?
Wild. And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
Yeah, this is a Val. Player day one with Game Pass. A lot of games coming up next year, so it's like next year's gonna be heat. So you better save up your money, y'all, for these games.
Emergency at Windscale Atom Plant. It's not emergency, but disaster. Now the worst seems to be over.
Oh shit.
Wiring target.
Oh god, what the fuck? Shoot him. Whoa. Nigga in a radiation suit. Atomic fall. That look interesting. Coming out next year, of course.
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather?
It's Assassin's Creed DEI.
War. Their soldiers killed everyone.
I do not fear our enemy.
Trying to see these people hate on this game even more.
They talk of peace and dream of war.
Okay, Spider-Man swinging. Look at that flip. I like that. Wait, did that Assassin's Creed blade had like a was like katana was styled in like a katana?
Vengeance is a lonely path now. Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
Cold
Those
train.
so quick to abuse their power do not deserve to keep it.
Oh shit, not the stomp. That man using his hockey.
You can see when two people fit, when they will be better together.
There is no honor in preying on the weak.
Oh, the game was pretty good.
We will bring justice back to the people.
They might have me back on Assassin's Creed. Oh yeah, no, they already got me back on Assassin's Creed. The fact that it's in Japan. But that gameplay looked pretty cool. It looked really good. It was like it played really good.
Радий тебе бачити, друже.
Right.
Валимо звідси.
A whole lot of Russian that I don't know what I'm saying.
Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край, черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов.
You see that lightning ball there?
Матінко моя. Жива.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
Man, killing damn dogs. What the fuck is that? He said, shit, I caught a bullet. Gotta avoid the lightning. Bitch. Oh no! Why did he hit the mirror, side mirror?
Час можливостей.
What the fuck is that?
Усі ці жертви, усі ці смерті. Який в них сенс?
Why did that man just sitting there letting you shoot him?
Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом і
І тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
Is this like a remake or something, or like a sequel to Stalker?
We've been honored to partner with GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind Stalker 2. We can't wait for you to experience their game yourselves on September 5th. Today, you see amazing games from creators around the world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth of titles coming to Xbox. In addition to all these great games, we're introducing a new all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets.
I like that
this
green on the black one.
These new X and S consoles, alongside the many other devices in our Xbox gaming family, offer you more choices. It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles from our own studios in Game Pass at launch, by bringing your games into the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the future, and we're hard at work on the next generation. Immediately after Showcase ends, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct begins. We're taking you inside Treyarch and Raven for an extended look at what's next in Black Ops. But before we dive into the Direct, we've saved one more thing.
World premiere in res. It must be. Oh, I know what this one is. Okay, I remember this one. We're back. We're back. Stand up. The war is over. The gears. Nice. Yeah, have some TV. Fill your faces. I hear the. You hear the music? Oh no! Now we know how he got his. Marcus got his scar. Got fucking dumb. I know a lot of niggas are sad seeing Dom. E-Day. Let's go, prequel. Man, I remember playing Gears 2. Such a great game. And Gears 3. It's just great games. I'm glad they're doing the prequel. Get to see the beginning of everything. It's interesting that they're not going to continue the story with the from like Gears 5. Maybe they're still working on that. All right, Call of Duty time, y'all. Black Ops 6. it feels like they're like
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles.
sort of like
and
going
thanks for
back
joining us
to
today.
like their
We're excited to
roots.
share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops
Because
6,
the
we really
original
wanted to
Black
give
Ops
ourselves the time to
cover
craft
was
something
kind of
truly
like that
great.
as well.
This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
Damn. I hate it when they do this in these trailers.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a
I'm also glad
conspiracy
they're
where a shadowy
progressing
force has infiltrated
to, like,
the highest
other
levels of
wars,
the U.S. government,
other than like
branding
Cold
anyone
War,
who
World War II
resists as
stuff.
traitors, and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero. You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With
I didn't
that,
know I left.
Let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
No turning back now.
Police SWAT. Black man.
Every Call of Duty player has
I
a
love
favorite
it.
campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after.
Yeah.
We are bringing that action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative.
Like
We are
MW2's
giving
no
you more
Russian.
variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
We can do this loud or quiet.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s.
Man, I want to play this game now.
The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall.
I want to play the
and
story.
Cold War. The U.S. is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time.
Right.
When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Something you should see.
Woods in a wheelchair.
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency.
DEA
Woods' ability to
strikes
operate in
again.
shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. Without any of their usual resources, they have to build their own team, recruiting two exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin.
Not assassin.
With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
Oh.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a
You know, I think
wide
it's
variety of
interesting
mission
that
types, each crafted
you know,
from the ground up.
the campaign
One moment,
for
you'll be storming a palace,
Black Ops
the
6
next,
is like, you
you'll be
know,
pulling off a heist
starting
at a
around a time
casino.
where, you
We
know,
aim to
there's
take
a lot of
players
mistrust
all over
of
the
like
world
government,
and
especially
immerse
like
them
in the
vastly
US.
different experiences.
And I think it's
Within
interesting
these
that they
missions,
use.
we want
I think
gameplay
it's
to
great
unfold
that
in
they
multiple
use
ways,
a
giving players
black
the
person
freedom
as like
to
a main
navigate
character.
through them
Like
as
hopefully
they see
Troy
fit.
is the main character that you would play as most
Where
of the
we
time.
have different combat
to
styles,
like
we also have conversation
investigate
opportunities
and
where you
play
can
through.
talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different
Barter,
experiences.
let's go.
And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they
Different
choose to
enemy
go in guns blazing,
I like that.
take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
We've continued to push on what's possible in terms of how
Actually,
enemy
he's
combatants
probably
behave.
not going to be.
Your enemies will be relentless,
Troy might not be
constantly
the main
seeking to
character.
outmaneuver you throughout the levels. But cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet. We've created certain missions where we
That's
give you a
fine, too.
high-level objective and a
He seems
variety
like
of ways to
pretty
approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq.
probably
You and
a
your team are
companion
hunting down
character in the
missile
game.
launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. In another one of our missions, we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
Doing that Ocean 11.
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD, Tranquilizer Trap,
I don't know what that is.
Adrenaline Stim,
Ooh.
Homing Knife,
Homing knife. Oh my god.
Disruptor,
The campaign is grounded within an
Why she walk
expanded campaign
the
hub
light like that?
called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War. But this time, we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic setting. So, it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside.
Okay.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the Safe House and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and analyze evidence collected throughout missions.
What does it say, please? Okay.
Capture!
Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go! That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
With Black Ops
Omni
6,
movement.
our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode.
Got the slide.
We've pushed ourselves at every corner to
With Thorn
innovate
on.
and craft the most signature
Nice.
Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with
Okay, you
Black
got the
Ops 6,
strafing.
we're redefining movement across the entire game.
Oh, that was cool.
For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
Nice. You can turn it
From
off
the
and then
beginning,
back
we
on.
started with, you can't do this thing, why?
and then realize people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction, which then led to all the on-the-ground movement and everything else chaining together.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
It's really been something that changes how you think and play the
maybe
game,
back on blocks.
whether it's campaign,
Call of
MP,
Duty
or
again.
zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni movement, there's no going back. We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in player options, and they're broken down into 3 categories: sprint assist, mental assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning.
Oh shit, modern controls.
Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it. We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni movement and live out their own action hero fantasy.
Modern controls and Call of Duty. The FGC is ruining shooters. It's back on shooters.
We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking. And we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup.
Fidelity.
Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions, so now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit. So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of love in this game.
What really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner. We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
I can feel it with this trailer.
Take cover!
Take cover.
Our team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through a process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails, the oils in their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in. We're paying attention to every detail.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the normal playbook. That means they're procuring gear by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of weapons. We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
That man just stood there. The HUD.
The Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the mini-map to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, The Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean,
it's like a regular HUD.
For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs. For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well. Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
Progression.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige. Traditional prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6. We've pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn and equip to peacock your status. Players who make it through Prestige 10 aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through and a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end. The full Prestige system is available on day one in Black Ops 6.
Multiplayer.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer.
Okay.
Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel.
Oh, this is a class.
And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these play styles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6. Now, I said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're going to get some early details on maps.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2. What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic 3-lane maps. We've got fast, frenetic experiences, and we have that balance with more medium size, like better for hardcore pacing, to keep the action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after you finish it. So don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
We've covered a lot today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Of course, zombies. Whoa.
Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For those new to Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to zombies. Plus, there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based zombies. Be on the lookout for more intel coming later this year.
Steph interviewed AB. Mark?
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No. Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move. In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige, then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever. From movement, to shooting, to footsteps, to engagement systems, to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. There is so much more to share across all 3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th. On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
I can't wait to play it. Pre-order the Vault Edition and get Hunters vs. Hunted Operator Pack, Zombie Skins, Mastercraft Weapon Collections, and Battle Pass. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, no, that was a pretty good showcase. Great job, Xbox. I'm pretty sure that you know, regained some trust for some people after the recent stuff. But no, this is a great showcase, way better than PlayStation, Sony's that they have. I mean, Sony's was good, but yeah, no, this is really good. This is really good. This is really good. Let's check out what are some games. See if there's any updates on any games. Look at all these games they announced. So let's check out Doom Dark Ages. Let's play some music. But yeah, that was a great showcase. Okay. id Software is keeping busy at the company. Unveil the next installment of Doom franchise, subtitled The Dark Ages. It's a prequel that includes a dark fantasy with a medieval-inspired theme. This description posted in Xbox Wire. The prequel to Doom 2016, Doom: The Dark Ages, puts players behind the visor of the Mighty Slayer as they battle the hordes in grounded, hard-hitting combat inside an epic cinematic tale of gods, kings, and monsters. Supplementing his superhuman skills in the over-top arsenal, the Slayer will also call upon his colossal Atlan mech to battle with titanic beasts and retake the skies aboard his ferocious steed, a jet-full cybernetic war dragon. There have been rumors dating back to a leak Microsoft court document published in 2023 that claimed that a new Doom game was in development back when it was previously known under the name The Doom Year Zero, which makes sense. Yet today's announcement is the first time software and Microsoft are properly revealing the project after an IDKFA trademark. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. What was the next game that I was interested in? I love Doom Eternal. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Gear Solid Snake Eater remake. Oops. Oh, they're not planning on recording new voice lines, so they're using the same ones? That's good. Okay. Okay, no. Not really other news about it. South of Midnight. Let's look up stuff out South of Midnight. Okay, let's see. First gameplay trailer hints at the magic to come. Corporation likes to do things differently, and South of Midnight is a shining example of how far they'll take the philosophy. This hauntingly gorgeous Deep South fairy tale is an action-adventure with a unique identity that only this studio could have woven together. In the first ever gameplay trailer revealed today at the Xbox Game Showcase, we got a glimpse of just why that is. The footage, taken from around a third of the way through the story, reintroduces us to the heroine Hazel, now accompanied by a character who will follow her throughout the game, the loquacious catfish. Oh, that's what that is, a catfish. Following a Category 5 hurricane, Hazel had lost her mother, but gained once dormant power of weaving, a magical ability that allows her to rework the tapestry of energy that makes up the universe. That doesn't come too soon. Reality itself has begun to fray, leading her deep and deeper into a magical realist world where folk-tale creatures have sprung to life and corruption is overtaking ruins left in the hurricane's path. Two-Toe Tom, a blind albino gator the size of an island, offered new hunting grounds by widespread flooding. This is basically describing the the trailer. After seeing the trailer, I got the chance to chat to South of Midnight's creative director David Sears, art director Whitney Clayton and game director Jasmine Roy. What became clear as we talked is that South of Midnight has been designed with a single guiding vision where one where thought and care has been put into every decision in this game. Story suffuses everything: combat, boss design, even art and even music. Ask the team about any gameplay element, and we won't just tell you why it's fun, they'll tell you the narrative reasoning behind it. Key to all. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, I always like it. You know, there's a reason for the gameplay stuff and like the story. Key to all this is that Hazel's story is about repairing a world and individuals caught up in its newly darkened corners. From top to bottom, that's the message behind Hazel, her combat design, her powers. Here's explains everything is weaving. It's a weaving metaphor. Weavers are supposed to be putting things right, do good in the world. She's literally repairing the tapestry, and with creatures, heights included, we spent a good amount of time making sure it was clear that when you're attacking or interacting, you're doing it in a non-lethal, aggressive way. You're doing it because you're helping, removing the weight of all this trauma. Okay, so it's basically like, you know, releasing spirits from this world. Okay, like laying spirits to rest or something like that. It might sound like a heady message, but the way this ties into the game is fundamental, and is what makes South of Midnight so unique. With such a clear goal in mind, it means that a game in a very familiar genre can feel wholly unfamiliar. Take South of Midnight's world for start. Compulsion describes the game as a wide linear, a series of distinct chapters with a set beginning and end, but with opportunities to explore along the way. Players are really in control of traversing here. So the way we built the environment is because we want players to follow the narrative but have more to sink their teeth into. You can sometimes see more open hub-like sections, cool. This is a world built to deliver Compulsion's carefully crafted story, but with the opportunity to find currency or upgrades or otherwise unseen vistas off the beaten path. So looks like we're gonna get some exploration. This is good, always good to have on like these single player adventure games. Each new region will come with its own biome, a reflection of the South's widely varied landscapes. All of those biomes are inspired by real world locations. Sir won't go into detail about the later game yet, but tells me that the section we see here is set as you're about to exit the flood and enter the Mississippi Delta like countryside. However, the magical realist approach allows Compulsion to play with the exploration as you travel through its world. Locations will feel deeply rooted in what we know of the real world. In fact, to upgrade this section of the game, developers took a trip to a real Mississippi ghost town itself infested with alligators. Only one of them braved the trek across the amphibian territory to get into an abandoned church and take reference shots. But as we travel, we'll see how these areas have become overtaken by the game's mythical creatures, bringing twisted change with them. The world Hazel comes from is inspired by the contemporary Deep South, says Clayton, but as you dive deeper into the world, things become more mystical, surreal. We want the feeling that you're being pulled into a folk tale rather than, say, crossing a barrier into Alice in Wonderland. Man, this is a long article. No, but I think I read enough. But no, South of Midnight seems like a pretty cool game. Definitely keep my eye out for that game. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. So this is a full game. A Souls-light game where gods and guns collide in a battle. Perfect Dark. Do we know anything about Perfect Dark? Okay, so Perfect Dark will feature elements of person shooters, immersive sounds, and self-adaptation according to the post of Microsoft's Xbox Wire. Players will be presented with an objective and varied tools and options to figure out how to achieve it. Developers say genre can go in loud with guns blazing, or quietly with stealth techniques to take down enemies and complete missions. Parkour is used for both movement through levels and in combat. She can also use such as spy technology, including a voice analyzer that can create voice inference, letting players bypass security systems or impersonate other characters. Developers, this is how they explain the new Perfect Dark setting, which is set in a sci-fi ecological disaster. Perfect Dark's near future world has been infected by what's known as the Cascade, in which the planet has suffered from a series of environmental disasters, rendering entire regions inhospitable to human life. In the wake of the disaster, a hyper-corporation, of course, known as Core Mantis, steps in to create a solution known as the Gen Network and deploys it in Cairo, restoring ecological balance and creating a freshly walled city, insulated from the hostile environment outside to become a center for technological innovation. Okay. Interesting. Keep my eye on Perfect Dark. Fragpunk. Hold on, let's check out Fable. Fable 4. Fable finally has a release window and a gorgeous new trailer. We finally know a little more about the new Fable game, as Xbox gives a release window alongside a trailer with some loose gameplay as part of the Summer's Games Fest. So like it's coming out next year. Has a little bit of wit, some of the best graphics. It looks visually good. Oh, it's gotta be more than that. Finally confirming reports Deus Ex Studio and RPG veterans are helping the Fable team craft an unforgettable adventure. Yeah, it looks like by that trailer that they did for Fable, it looks really, really good. Looks like it'll be fun. Yeah, Fable was cool to see. I like the little dialogue with that one guy telling the story about the main character. Thought it was pretty cool. Fragpunk. Fragpunk is a 5v5 hero shooter built around cards and first-person action. NetEase has revealed Fragpunk, coming to Xbox and PC sometime next year. Revealed during today's Xbox showcase. Stylized art, squad-based first-person shooter with more than 70 cards to power up your arsenal of moves. Sprinted squad-based hero shooter where you set the rules on engagement for every new round by anticipating power-up cards. It's pretty cool. With its debut, Fragpunk launched the hero shooter. I just read like hero shooters like multiple times. So there's 70 shard cards, 10 heroes, 14 weapons, and 4 maps. I'm like, it's pretty cool. That I like that whole gimmick where like you control like the rules of the game. I don't think that's really ever been done before. Next game. Life is Strange double exposure. That was pretty cool. Gears of War E-Day. You gotta check out Gears of War E-Day. Alright, I think there's enough extra stuff to look at. There's actually something I wanted to... I wanted to check the Sonic X Shadow gameplay. Check out the motherfucking gameplay. Yo, those that the animators animate for this. Wait, what did he do there? I remember fighting against those dudes. Is that Shadow's version of the homie attack? Yeah, I can see where like people a lot of I can see where people there's a lot of multiple like paths, multi-paths in this. I just feel like Shadow is like not moving super fast.
Chaos control.
Oh, cool. Chaos control is like a regular mechanic. Okay.
The promised time will arrive once more.
If you don't know, I'm a Shadow fan. Shadow's my favorite. Oh shit. No. Get this classic Sonic shit out of my face. Okay. Oh shit. See, like they might as well do like a remake of Sonic Adventure 2. I remember this boss fight. This is so nostalgic, man. Oh shit, this is new. Oh shit. I remember like this part where like the little bubbles come out of the side like it is right now. That's a new thing. But oh, that's so. Oh wow! It moves. It's moving about. Oh, this is Chaos Spear. Oh, Shadow's using Chaos Spear. Niggas.
Chaos control. This.
Come on, man. You guys, Sega, you gotta make Shadow's own game. Like, do better than This is so cool. Yo, this is so cool. Is there more? They were smoking that adventure formula with the shadow levels. They sure was. Bro, that's so cool. Alright, let's hear what this man's got to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright, yeah.
Welcome to IGN Live! Now, it's the year of Shadow the Hedgehog, with Sonic Team releasing Sonic X Shadow Generations, a remaster of the 2011 platformer with additional elements for longtime fans to enjoy. And here to tell us more is head of Sonic Team, Takashi Iizuka, and senior director of game production at Sega, Austin Keith, translated.
Head of Sonic Team, Sega.
Just so you know, the official
What was that? Oh my
Sonic
god.
X Shadow Generation. So the X is not silent, correct? Correct. Yes. All right, so the first question I have is, Sonic X Shadow Generations isn't just a remaster, it's so much more. So what can fans expect to experience?
ファンはどういうものを期待すればいいでしょうか。今回はその
Oh.
They should expect this.
This is it. This is amazing. There he is.
I love that they did that.
How about we get a shadow chant? Shadow, shadow.
Yeah, Shadow.
Right, so as this is playing,
It's been so long since they made like Shadow's been like a part of like the story, like gameplay wise.
さっきの質問です。今回はそのソニック20周年の時に2011年に発売したソニックジェネレーション、これがリマスターとして、さらに遊びやすく、なってるんですけども、それに加えて今度はシャドウっていう、ソニックシリーズの中でも2番人気のキャラクターなんですけども、彼のオリジナルのストーリーとオリジナルの
What is this audio? What's going on with this audio?
20th anniversary title releasing in 2011, and it was really kind of like this really fun, great title. A lot of people really loved it, so we wanted to remaster it, make it more fun, add some more content to it. But we felt that wasn't enough. Shadow is like our second most popular character, and we really wanted to bring Shadow into the game, add some more gameplay, some more story for Shadow, and put him in with new stages to play and new kind of stories to experience.
It's like an expansion.
Yeah. Yes, give it up.
Yeah.
There's also something that you all teased. You teased a new hub world for Shadow inspired by the open zone gameplay from Sonic Frontier. So how much time and gameplay can fans expect to experience in this new open hub world as Shadow?
They gotta be testing stuff out with this Shadow stuff.
まあ、このソニックジェネレーションがフルに昔発売したゲームがフルに入ってるんですけども、それに加えて、シャドウパートが追加されているので、まだ具体的に、全体のボリュームは言えないですけども、そうですね、ソニックジェネレーションよりは少ない数の用意しています。
So yes, we do have the entire Sonic Generations game inside of Sonic X Shadow Generations. So there's tons of gameplay there, but we wanted to add a lot of good Shadow content as well. So we did create some good gameplay for Shadow. We can't get into exactly how long the gameplay is at this time, but don't expect to be as much volume as Sonic Generations, but it is a nice good chunk.
Okay, that's good. I think that's awesome. Also, we have to talk about this because what we're seeing on screen, this is new footage.
Wait,
Sonic X Shadow.
yo, that man, he throwing a wrestling gun at him? I just realized that.
はい、ソニックジェネレーションというのがもともと時間と空間が消されてしまって過去の、ソニックシリーズを順番に歴史をたどっていくゲームになってるんですけども、今回のシャドウパートも同じジェネレーションシリーズとして一旦リセットされてしまった歴史をもう一度繰り返すっていうゲーム内容なんですね。なので今映像で流れているアークだったりバイオリザードだったりそういう過去にシャドウが戦ったことのあるステージやボスなどがもう一度再現されるというのがゲーム内容です。
So in Sonic Generations, the time meter kind of stopped time, and we had this shifting of like all of the history of Sonic being experienced one more time. And we wanted to, for the Shadow Generations part, also have the same concept because it is part of the Generations kind of storyline. So time has kind of stopped, and you'll see the Ark being represented in Shadow Generations. You also saw the Bio Lizard come back. We're going to go through kind of the history and a lot of the places that Shadow has been to before that fans are really passionate about. We'll see those being played again and reintroduced in Shadow Generations.
It's amazing. Yeah. Now, of course, there's three different Sonics, not Sonics, but Hedgehog, not Sonics. There's two different Sonics. Of course, we have we have classic Sonic, we have modern Sonic, and we have, I guess you could say, modern Shadow. So what is the generation aspect of the Shadow portion of the game? Because there's no classic Shadow.
Oh, got it.
No.
No, yeah. So I'm kind of curious. How does that game? What type of gameplay can we experience? Can we experience like some 2D aspects with Shadow as well, as we do with both modern and classic Sonic?
Generations というゲームになってるからどういう Generations の部分を期待したらいいでしょうか。
You're trying to say if they would make like a shadow skin or something?
僕のジェネレーションが3D と 2D 両方楽しめるっていうのが特徴だったんですけども、今回のシャドウも当然シャドウはモダンシリーズのキャラクターではあるんですけども、
I wonder what's up with the homing attack. Is that really his homing attack?
So yes, the concept for Sonic Generations was to have that 3D modern gameplay along with the 2D classic gameplay all in one kind of package. So for the Shadow, even though Shadow is a modern character, part of the modern series, we are going to have the 3D gameplay that you've seen on screen, as well as some 2D gameplay as well. So not only the story matches the Generations package, but the gameplay does as well.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. I'm excited for that. Are we excited for that? All right, so now you brought us, new gameplay of levels and a boss fight from Sonic Adventure 2. How did you choose what classic locations to go back to revisit?
I mean, it's really not that much. Like Shadows, been in 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06. Yeah, those are games that he's really been in. Like he has stages for himself. So
Generations take a lot of the really famous, well-known locations and put it in Sonic Generations. For Shadow Generations, we did a similar kind of investigative look into. The development team looked at all of the stages in Shadow's history. Where has he been? In what games have what levels been introduced? And they took a look and really wanted to pick the best or most interesting levels to revisit for Shadow Generations.
All right. Yeah. Now, is the Shadow content accessible separate from the base Sonic Generations for fans who have already, completed the original generation several times?
シャドウとソニックのコンテンツは別々で、ソニックプレイした人はすぐシャドウプレイできるようになってるんでしょうか。
はい、全く別々で両方どちらからプレイしても構わないように作られていますけども、実はストーリーラインではこの2つのジェネレーションズは同時にタイムイーターによって世界が消されてしまったところから始まるので、実はこのストーリーライン上はこの2つはつながっているようになっています。
So yes, you can choose to play. You can choose to start from the Shadow Generations story, or you can choose to start the Sonic gameplay. Either way, it's kind of up to you how you want to play the game. The story is kind of a parallel story, so what's happening in the Shadow Generations storyline is kind of at the same time the Shadow Generations is moving in parallel. So you can jump back and forth and kind of understand as you play, or you can just play through one and play through the other. But the story.
I wonder if there's like a final story.
Because like my next question was going to be, some might argue that Sonic Generations is perfect as is. So how can you really improve on it? And I think you all managed to do that with the addition of Shadow. Am I right? I feel like that wasn't even really a question. I was just like stating the way you improve on this is by what you all have already done. So I guess my next question would be, what other remasters could we possibly see? I'm not expecting you to actually answer this, but I'm hoping you might be able to answer it. Like maybe, I don't know, Sonic Unleashed? Like, yes? Would we love to see that?
No. I'm good with Sonic Unleashed. I'd rather you redo Sonic Adventure. Care about Sonic Unleashed.
それで今回ソニックジェネレーションにフォーカスしたんですけども、また今後皆さんの声を受けてこの先も何かできれば検討していきたいと思ってます。
So when we remastered Colors, Sonic Colors, and it was Sonic Colors Ultimate, we wanted to kind of think about what we could bring next as a remastered title. And at that time, Sonic Generations was kind of what everyone was really excited, they really wanted, and was really hungry for. So that's why we chose to do the Sonic Generations, and we added in the Shadow Generations portion. But depending on what people like out there, if there's a title people like, we'll think about it for the next remaster.
Well, I mean, you heard them scream when I said Sonic Unleashed. So look at that. Unleashed. I don't care what the reviews say. That's one of my favorite games. So
Heroes.
That one too. So now you mentioned that Shadow. You mentioned that they love you. They love you so much.
Thank you.
So you mentioned Shadow is, I guess, like the second most popular character in fans' eyes. What do you think it is about Shadow that fans gravitate to?
He's edgy. He's black too.
ソニックシャドウを生み出した時はソニックアドベンチャー2の時なんですけども、その時にソニックももともとクールでかっこいいキャラクターということで我々も
He's edgy and black.
それとはまた違ったかっこよさ、当時私がソニックアドベン
Let's
チ
say
ャー
one of the coolest storylines ever.
アメリカにやってきてアメリカで作ったんですけども、その時にすごくダークヒーローっていうのがアメリカ人の中で受けてて、そこからインスパイアされてシャドウが生まれたんですけども、
And he had a gun.
悪いソニックにできない悪い意識から生まれるかっこよさっていうか、そのダークヒーローのかっこよさっていうのをシャドウに求めたことで、またちょっとソニックとは違った新しいヒーローができたんじゃないかなと思います。
So for Adventure 2, that's where Shadow first appeared. Up until then, Izan was working, on Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic was always thought of as a really cool character, but kind of also a real positive character as well. And he wanted to say, all right, we have Sonic as a really cool character, but we want a different character that's cool and cool in a different way. And at the time, Izak-san was living in America and was thinking about, while he was living in America, how could we make a character that's really cool, that Americans would really like? And right then, like, dark heroes were really popular, and that kind of inspired him to say, all right, if we have Sonic who's a cool character, let's maybe make like a dark hero character that will do things Sonic would never do, but is still just as cool as Sonic. And that's what kind of inspired him and the team to create Shadow.
Well, yeah, that's a great answer. I love it so much. To quote Sonic, though, Shadow is way past cool. Yeah? Did you get that reference? Well,
I'm rolling my eyes in real life right now.
Azuka-san, Austin, I want to thank you both so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you all, especially when it's about Sonic. So thank you to our guests. Azuka-san,
Yeah,
Austin,
super excited about Sonic
the
stuff.
Sonic X Shadow Generations is releasing on consoles and PC later this year, so get hyped. Stick around for more.
Let's go, Year of Shadow. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's check out the Phil Spencer interview. Let's see what Phil Spencer got to say.
Welcome to IGN Live. Earlier today, we got a brand new surprises. There's a lot to talk about. Who better to talk about the present and future of Xbox than the Xbox himself? They want to hear from you, my friend, not me. Phil Spencer, thank you and welcome to IGN Live.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everybody.
So
your energy's incredible.
We have 1 hour together on the dot, and we have some friends coming in halfway through, some other awesome Xbox developers. So
people actually build games.
I don't want to waste a second with you here, and I want to start. I said this earlier on this stage. I think you just had the best showcase you've ever had. I really mean. I said it before you got here.
Thank you, Ryan.
It really was fantastic.
Yeah,
now,
the showcase is pretty good.
These things months and months in advance. For anybody that doesn't know, like the planning for this starts like the beginning of the year kind of thing.
That's right.
It's crazy. So I'm curious, at what point do you, with this one this year, do you get a feeling that this one's looking pretty good?
Yeah,
Don't be humble. Just tell us the real answer here.
Honestly, like, until our fans, the customers, you guys give us the feedback, like, Aaron Greenberg and I were talking about this 2 weeks ago. Now, the thing that probably hit me the most was obviously just the passion of the teams, of putting their amazing work on stage and seeing so many teams do great work. But it was based probably 2 months ago when I just looked at the kind of scale of the franchises, how much work the teams were doing to show up the way they did, and the partners that we had, Joe. Like, I was in awe of the show.
There's a couple games I want to ask you about specifically before we'll talk about some other stuff too, but the one that I said, right, for me, of all the great stuff from today, stole the show for me was something I wasn't expecting to see today again, which was Perfect Dark.
I knew you were going to say that.
Perfect Dark. A first-person spy espionage, some parkour, a little Mirror's Edge in there, which I love.
All playable, like all in-game.
Yeah. And that game's been cooking for a long time. That we followed.
The partners at Crystal have been doing amazing work there.
Yeah, Crystal was brought in to help it keep going. So what has it been like for you to kind of follow the very long trajectory of that game from, it started with Daryl Gallagher starting a studio.
Just down the street.
Yeah, and now we're finally here. Like, so how has it been kind of getting to this point with Perfect Dark?
Yeah, in parallel, building a studio while you're building a game, and something that Perfect Dark back to N64 and obviously us with BDZ on 360, like there's just such anticipation for that game, and I really appreciate everybody's patience because we've been talking about this for a long time, and like my team can verify.
I look like Phil's hair is like glistening. But the gel on it.
Because we know his love for Spy, and I said this is the one, and just so proud of the team, and it really just came together so well. And I mean, a cool little story. Daryl had our other studio heads down at the studio just yesterday and walked through that same section in-game to show them, like, this is a game being played, and I love seeing our community of creators coming together that way.
Well, another, the one more thing, which we were all hoping for and got, was a new Gears of War game, but it wasn't. It wasn't Gears 6.
It was not.
It was not Gears 6. So, what you have a visibility into everything, but I'm curious, when you're in a meeting with, maybe it's Matt Booty, maybe it's Alan Hartman, but the Coalition folks, like, when you learn that they've gone down the E-Day road, the prequel road, rather than Gears, like, what was your reaction when you found out that was going to be the next direction for Gears of War?
Well, you know this. We've had some changes in leadership at the studio. Rod, who was there, is now leading Diablo for us. So I actually thought, a Diablo game I'm playing a ton of, I thought it was a nice opportunity for that team to establish their Gears. Right, and going on following on Gears 5, just because the numerical thing, like, I think it would this was an opportunity for them to take it back to an origin story that I know that has a lot of, like, real depth to it in terms of Emergence Day, and tell that story through the Coalition as it is today. I thought, like, what a great opportunity. I was excited. And then you probably saw, I know you heard it, the Mad World tune in the play piece.
Yeah, I heard it.
For those of us remember the 360 commercial.
I heard the Mad World
tune. How iconic
tune.
was that? So when they went back and sourced that and brought that through the piece, I think it just showed that they kind of stayed true to what Gears is, but tell a new story, new art.
Now, you're wearing a very cool Xbox Pride shirt today, but a year ago at the Xbox Showcase, you freaked out people like me by wearing a Hexen shirt, which is a game that I have very near and dear to my heart. And now, well, Ben, too, you just acquired Hexen. You own that as part of many other things. But then today, I see the reveal for Doom: The Dark Ages, and I go, well, wait a second.
How awesome was that?
Hold on, are you secretly making a Hexen game in the Doom universe? Because I know you and I share the love for this.
Yeah, no, I would like to say I'm actually smart enough to predict anything like that. I wasn't, but definitely if you look at Doom: Dark Ages, and thanks to Marty and the team, they let me introduce that. Right, so I got to come out and, like, I was going through all my old school stories. For those as old as me who remembers Doom 1 on a floppy, my only PC that could run it was my PC at Microsoft, so I would sneak it at night, put it in so I could play. So the opportunity to stand there and get to announce a Doom, and then Doom: Dark Ages, which definitely has some Hexen in it,
And I just thought Hugo and the team, fantastic work.
That's such a cool
I
weapon.
can't help but bring up something that's been a topic of conversation a lot recently, which is that Doom: The Dark Ages is also going to ship on PS5. Something that you've done. with
Wait,
other
what?
games.
Really?
So can you, from a business level, like, can you walk me through? You know, you pay $7.5 billion to acquire Bethesda's ZeniMax. So what's the calculus? Like, what's the process there for deciding, like, okay, new Doom.
Try to make as money as you can.
Multi-platform as it is
People
now,
not buying
rather
the
than
consoles,
put it on Xbox.
so we gotta put them on other
It's
systems.
definitely one of those franchises that has a history on Sony devices.
Yeah.
I think they have like Doom running on a lawnmower somewhere when you go back. But and you know, it's a franchise that I think everybody deserves to play. I'm really proud of what the team. And to be honest, like I was in a meeting with Marty and the team a couple years ago, and I asked Marty what he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to ship it on all platforms. I said, let's go do that. Like it was as simple as that. Now, I want to bring it back though, because I get a lot of questions about, hey, if I'm an Xbox owner, what does it mean? And what I want to say, and I thought it showed up so well in the show today, you saw an amazing collection of games that are coming to Xbox. They're going into Game Pass day one. And Game Pass showed up so well. If you buy the game on our console, you get to play it on PC. You buy it on PC, you get so the cross entitlement stuff is all there. You know, and we're focused on future hardware with forward compatibility. Our commitment to our Xbox customers is you're going to get the opportunity to buy or subscribe to the game. We're going to support a game on other screens. And you are going to see more of our games on more platforms. And we just see that as a benefit to the franchises that we're building. And we see that from players, and the players love to be able to play.
Well,
thank you.
There you go. I have to do the journalistically responsible thing now and bring the mood down. Otherwise, the internet would tear me apart. So I wanted to ask you, you haven't really commented publicly much in the last couple months. So I wanted to ask you about the studio closures and Tango Gameworks and some of the thoughts behind the decision making there. I mean, you had a critical darling in Hi-Fi Rush. You had folks like Aaron Greenberg saying it checked all these boxes for us and did all the right things here. So walk me through the decision of why, really Tango specifically, not to disrespect the other studios that were closed, but that was the one that really seemed to kind of stick in the community's craw a bit. So I'm hoping here that you can take the opportunity to address that closure and some of the recent changes in Xbox.
Yeah, the closure of any team is hard, obviously, on the individuals there, hard on the team. And I try to spend all of my focus, as you said, I haven't been talking publicly about this, because right now is a time for us to focus on the team and the individuals. It's obviously a decision that's very hard on them, and I want to make sure through severance and other things that we're doing the right thing for the individuals on the team. It's not about my PR, it's not about Xbox PR, it's about those teams. In the end, I've said over and over, I have to run a sustainable business inside the company and grow, and that means sometimes I have to make hard decisions that frankly are not decisions I love, but decisions that somebody needs to go make. We will continue to go forward. We will continue to invest in what we're trying to go do in Xbox and build the best business that we can, which ensures we can continue to do shows like the one we just did.
On the Activision Blizzard saga, that's
I mean, that's honestly the best answer you can get.
Well, I don't know. Just from covering it and watching it, it felt like it put like 5 years on my life to somebody that
It's
covers
probably the
Xbox.
best answer you can get in this circumstance.
But as that came to a close, and you started integrating them into Activision Blizzard King, into Xbox Studios, has that changed the way that you think about running the business at all? Because the organization just got quite a bit larger, almost overnight, in a sense.
No, I mean, we're still, and I hope we show this today, we're going to be about building great games for people to play, about giving them choice on Xbox to go play. We've got a broader library of games. The thing I'm starting to see, which I really love, is the organic collaboration between our teams that are coming out and trying to build that community of creators. I mean, you and I will go back to the time of Xbox where we basically had 4 games: Fable, Forza, Gears, Halo. And we would just literally every 4 years, and I would have to come to E3 and I'd somehow try to make those 4 games seem different every year for the community. And now what we have in gaming is just an amazing collection of teams and franchises that are doing great work. So I think, I feel an added responsibility as somebody who loves this industry for the franchises that show up on our stage. But I still think in the end, it's about putting amazing games out. Like, I'm really proud of the work that Ninja Theory did with Hellblade and how Hellblade's been the response to that. And we have an amazing internal team now that's focused on us doing a bunch of Unreal games as an example. And then you see things like South of Midnight, which might have been my game of the show. I thought it looked so good.
South of Midnight looked pretty good.
You have Gears. So like for us, as the organization gets bigger, I think it's just more important that we can take bets together and try to do innovative, creative things. And that will continue to drive us.
All right, well, we've got to take a very quick break, but we've got lots more. Phil Spencer talking all things Xbox right here on IGN Live. So don't go anywhere. Spencer joining us at IGN Live. We still have so much more to talk about, Phil.
Right.
You know, you and I in the past have talked a lot about the past of Xbox because there's a lot of great memories, but the present, as we saw today on the Xbox Game Showcase, is great. The future looks super promising here, and the Xbox business has changed dramatically.
It has,
dramatically,
no doubt. Yeah.
just in the past few years. And so you know, when you make a almost $70 billion acquisition, do you start hearing from your bosses more, or are they still staying out of your way and letting you run the business? Because that's not an insignificant amount of money to spend on.
It's definitely not an insignificant amount of money. No, the support we get from the company, and my boss is the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella. Hey, Satya. We are given a ton of leeway to go and run and grow our business. But I'll say the thing that we challenge ourselves to do is to try to do new things. Like, I think if I go back 8 years ago, we said, hey, we're going to go ship all of our games on PC and console, and if you buy one on one, you get it on the other. And I got some, like, reaction from people of, this is the worst decision ever, like, this is going to be the end of Xbox. And we announced Game Pass, and we started doing Game Pass. And I know some people looked at that and said, oh, you're going to teach people that games are free, and you're going to undermine the value in games. And what I can say sitting here today, from our decisions on cloud, on Game Pass, on console, like right now, we have more Xbox console users than we've ever had in the history of Xbox. And even when I look at things like the impact of Game Pass, because I watch that and I love Game Pass, like how it showed up in the show today, I think it was fantastic. But we also want people to be able to buy games. So I go back and I look and I say, okay, in the last 5 years, what's happened to third-party game sales on our platform? We're up double digits every year over the last 5 years on game sales on Xbox consoles. So when I look at it, I will just, doing a $70 billion acquisition will push us to try to do more. It'll push us on cloud. It'll push us to go find customers in new places, continue to think about access to amazing games, enabling creators to do great work. But I actually think for the team, that's just a self-motivation that the team has, and it's fun to be a part of.
Black Ops 6 Day 1 Game Pass.
Black Ops 6,
right? Like,
some people said I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, most people in this room have probably been used to spending $60, $70 on it every year. Now, if they're already subscribing to Game Pass, good to go.
But it's a choice. Like, we didn't say to anybody, you have to subscribe to play. If you want to buy Black Ops, it's great. It's great for us, it's great for the developer. If you want to subscribe, it's also great. Like, I want to give you the choice on how you play your games and who you play with, and not try to do slimy platform things to force you to do what I want you to do. Give the players choice and what they want to do and who they play with.
So, the Activision Blizzard thing, we watched it play out in courtrooms and regulatory
with
places.
my tie on.
Yeah, like I'm curious, what was the biggest unexpected challenge for you and the team at Xbox during the course of that?
For the management team, like Sarah Bond, Lori Wright, Linda Norman, who's our lead lawyer at Xbox, like we all had our same job of running Xbox and doing the things that we needed to go do, Matt Booty, but then we actually added like this second job in the time of having to work through regulatory. And I didn't, it's my fault as the head of the business, I didn't really internalize that in the beginning of what a drain that would be on the team. And I think we saw that. I think we saw it in our execution on a couple things that we were doing, multiple things at a time that we hadn't planned for. And I'll say it's really nice to be post the acquisition, working with those amazing teams. I mean, how they showed up in our show today, fantastic, right? I just thought it was great. I mean, we had World of Warcraft in an Xbox show. Like, it's just crazy.
Was there ever a point in the process, because it really, between the CMA and the FTC and all these places, was there ever a point where you thought, oh, this might not happen, like this might get rejected?
Well, we always have to plan for all contingencies. Yeah. Like, we consider everything. Like, you have to in running the business. But we felt like we're on the side of right. Like, meaning we weren't doing this so we could pull Call of Duty from PlayStation players. It was never in our plan. I mean, I think my whole inbox leaked on the internet. So if anybody wanted to find that was the plan, you would find it somewhere. And it wasn't there. So we believed we were in the right on getting this deal done. So we stayed convicted. But there were dark days. Like, when the CMA came out and said, no, this isn't going to go through. And, the drag on the teams at Activision, Blizzard, and King, like, they're dealing with this uncertainty. So it's so nice to have it pass behind us. And now we can just focus on building great games together.
Yeah.
On that topic, like, we talk about all
I feel like the whole lawsuits, the court thing with them acquiring Activision definitely definitely like
over the last 5 years.
Helped, like, not helped them, but hindered them a little bit. They probably would have got plans done quicker if that actually went through.
When everybody plays, we all win. Like, how do we get in a place where everybody can play video games? And we've made different progress on PC. Now, like, PC is a huge business for us. We love that we have so many PC players, more than we've ever had. Our console's doing so well. But I think if you sit back and you try to frame this industry through the lens of the tradition of who sold a console today, and that's the only solution to making gaming better, I think, you know, Xbox is doing something different than that. We love our consoles, we love our PC players, but really it's about creators and players and amazing games coming to them.
It has, admittedly, for all of us, creators, players, it has been a weird generation because it started weird in this pandemic. And I'm curious, would you do anything differently in this Xbox Series generation if you could kind of go back and tell yourself?
I'm not really a regrets guy. Like, I don't, like, there's 100 decisions I make that, yeah, like in hindsight, maybe I would make it different with all the data. But you got to just bet. You got to bet on yourself and bet on the teams. Have a vision of what you're trying to do. When you get punched in the face, you get back up and you try to go do things.
Man, Phil gets punched in the face almost every day.
I wish I would have done this or that. You know, if you're in a position like this, you just, with the team that we have, you just have to believe and you have to keep pushing forward and take the feedback from amazing customers that talk to us every day.
Has the calculus changed? You kind of spoke to Game Pass a little bit and how, you know, how much of a value proposition has increased after today even, but has the calculus changed on how much Game Pass subscriptions are valued at Microsoft versus direct sales? Like, you know, because now, when Game Pass started, it was, wow, this sounds really cool, and you pledged to put every first-party release in there, and at the beginning there weren't a lot of those, but now you're almost, like, you had a whole show full of them. So kind of how does that metric for success, like, how does Game Pass influence the success of the business?
The thing I look at every morning is how many people played on our platforms and how long did they play. If they played through the subscription or they paid buying their games or they're playing a free-to-play game, I honestly, like, that's not the most important thing. So, you know, Game Pass, I love it. I think it's the thing I really love about Game Pass, let me think, in our show today, a game like Mixtape. Like, a game like Mixtape is a game that we can go, Nathan, Mel, and I can have a conversation and say, with a team that's been in Game Pass before, when you think about the studio behind, they had great success. Now we're going to do a second game, or like Winterboro, another like just awesome game that we can go invest in. And Game Pass gives us an ability. You can go invest in Call of Duties and Diablos all day, and we love that. But you also get to invest in new things that come out, and we just think that's a really important part of the equation. So we don't have like one no. Game Pass is up double digits, like, and most of it's growing. We said it. PC is growing really well. Cloud's growing really well. But if somebody decides they want to buy their games and build their library, peace. Like, there's no, we need to turn everybody into this or that. We just want people to play.
I want to talk about Fallout for a second. So you guys are currently having an awesome pop culture moment.
Fallout TV show. Yeah, so good.
So good. But I can't help thinking that a year or two ago, I was sitting with Todd Howard with a camera rolling, and I asked him, well, you know, Fallout 5, is that, you want to do that yourself, or maybe now there's all these Xbox studios, you could maybe have some help with it? And said, no, I want to. That's mine. I'm going to direct that. But
Todd likes his things.
But does the massive success of something like Fallout, I would argue, is Xbox's biggest cultural moment in quite a while. Like, it transcended
outside of gaming. Yeah.
And so, you know, after the TV show blows up and there'll be a season 2, and I'm sure it'll probably keep going past that. Do you talk to Todd about, like, you know, you can't stop the Elder Scrolls 6 and say go do Fallout 5, but you have all these studios. Like, do you have a conversation about, like, well, how can we do a big new Fallout while the iron's really hot here with the TV show?
Yeah, I'll just say that Todd's recognized the success of the television show on his own, right? He doesn't need me to kind of go, and it is amazing to see how gaming is now playing such a role all up in pop culture. If you go back, like, as an old comic nerd, I go back like 10 years, and it seemed like every Hollywood thing came from the comics, and now you see video games and this art form that we've loved for so long, whether it's the Mario movie, Last of Us, Fallout show, like, you see our creatives in our industry being recognized for the worlds and storytelling that they can go do. For us specifically, Fallout's been amazing. And yeah, Todd's kind of looking at the plans on what he's doing. I'm not going to get into it, but I'll say Todd has recognized the success on his own and is thinking through what that means.
I guess while we're on the subject, have you seen The Elder Scrolls 6 lately? Because I know you get to take a look at a lot of stuff.
I'll refrain from comment.
I think we all know what you mean by that.
That's right, boomy. Boomy.
Oh my goodness. Well, ask Todd to, you know, you can't hurry.
Speed it up, Todd.
We're waiting here, pal. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about that I thought we actually might hear something about from you. I mean, you had a great show. I'm not complaining. But I thought, well, there's something that's been rumored, that's been talked about. We talked about it on the pre-show. There was a reaction from our audience here, and that is an Xbox handheld.
Yeah.
So you're a guy. I mean, you have the gamer score to prove it. Like you walk the walk. You are not a guy that runs the business and never touches a game. You actually pretty much do nothing but play video games, and I mean that as a compliment.
I do work sometimes, but yeah.
But really seriously, like
I love that. I don't do anything but play video games. It's kind of true.
You've been building the business around this mantra of go where the players are. You know, whether it's on PC, whether it's through
So we should have a handheld.
I think so.
I think we should have a handheld.
You want to say anything?
No, I don't want to say. I think you have to have Sarah on. Sarah Bond, our president of Xbox, which is awesome. But like the future for us in hardware is pretty awesome, and the work that the team is doing around different form factors, different ways to play, I'm incredibly excited about. Today was about the games.
Yeah.
We showed some of our Gen 9 console, Series S, Series X, the work that we're doing. But we will have a time to come out and talk more about platform, and we can't wait to bring it to you.
All right, I'm not going to let you off the hook quite one more time. So hypothetically, if Microsoft did an Xbox gaming handheld, PC device, would it be a Steam Deck-like dedicated piece of hardware that I can play offline, or would it be something I would need a Wi-Fi connection to stream things from?
No, I think if you're, I'll do it this way. So I like my
like a PS1.
Fantastic. My Steam Deck. I think being able to play games locally is really important.
You can read between the lines on that. As you will. All right. We're going to take a very quick break, but we're not done with Phil. We're going to bring in some friends, some Xbox developers. So stay tuned for that right after this here on IGN Live.
Dev Roundtable.
And we're back with more IGN Live. Xbox's Phil Spencer is still with us. Also joining us, though, some friends from the Xbox family. Hugo Martin, the creative director on Doom, The Dark Ages at id Software. We have Tiffany Watt from the Diablo team at Blizzard. And from the Call of Duty Black Ops team at Treyarch, we have Miles Leslie. Yes. All right, Hugo, I want to start with you, my friend, because like Phil, I go back to the 3.5-inch floppy disk days with Doom. You guys have been such amazing caretakers of the Doom franchise, and you're taking a hell of a swing here with the Dark Ages. Like the play it safe version would have been to do Doom Eternal, but slightly better.
Right.
But the Dark Ages is not the safe play. You are doing some interesting stuff here. It is quite the pivot. It's arguably the biggest pivot for any mainline Doom game.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe, well, the Doom Slayer storyline seemed pretty wrapped up at the end of the DLC.
Well, this is a prequel to Doom 2016.
So how quickly do you land on this prequel concept when you're kicking around ideas after Doom Eternal?
Oh, we wanted to make this game for many years. That first, in the Slayer's Testament, in the first stage, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, you're going to play that game. That's what Doom the Dark Ages is.
Well, that's... Yes. Love it. How much is melee combat going to factor here versus traditional Doom gun combat?
Yeah, it's a fantasy sci-fi FPS, a medieval war against hell, and you say the word medieval, you got to have melee weapons. So you saw in the teaser, yeah, he's got a flail. He's beating the guy to a pulp with that. You use your hands, you use your shield. Each of these things kind of come together, and there's a great synergy between your toolkits, and I think it's going to be really fun for fans to explore all the things that you could do this time in this game.
So one of everybody's favorite parts of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are the glory kills. Right. They're so good. They're so much fun. Can you throw like a number at me of how many we're working with for the Dark? Is it like in the hundreds?
The melee system really introduces a whole new dynamic where you could approach enemies kind of any way you want. And I don't want to talk too much about that yet. We still got ways to go, but I think fans will be really pleased with the amount of freedom that you give you on how you finish off the demons this time. No restrictions.
I love it. Friend of IGN, John Romero, he's been here before. I'm curious, has John Romero or any of the old crew seen this game yet?
No, not really, but
they have now.
I hope they have.
now, yeah. So I am curious, Miles, was today the first time you've seen Doom, or have you gotten a chance to take a peek at it before?
I haven't seen it at all, and I'm like fans like you guys. I was nerding out with Hugo in the bag. I was trying to get all the info you're trying to get too, so I was like, you got to tell me this, you got to tell me that.
Because you're also developing a major AAA first-person shooter, so when you see that, when you see what the Dark Ages is doing, what's your reaction as like, obviously Black Ops, totally different deal, but do you go, oh man, we've got some internal competition?
Oh, no, not at all.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm a fan, and we're fans, right? And so for us, it's like inspirational to see. I have a shield, and I have this weapon. Like, it's really, really cool to see. And no, there's no competition because we both offer different things to players, and they're both fun, and they both explore different worlds. And that was what we were kind of geeking out about. And even with Tiffany, when we were talking about Diablo, it's just swapping stories and just nerding out together was kind of fun.
Well, Tiffany, you guys at Blizzard actually arguably out-violenced Doom the Dark Ages at the showcase today with that cinematic trailer. When the team is going through that and storyboarding it and crafting it, is there a point where you have as a group you go, we should make this like more gross, or like do we dial down? Because
the version that everybody saw today is actually the dialed back.
Oh man.
Well. Jesus.
So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I've seen it be developed over the last couple months, and we toned it down. We
That's
didn't
awesome.
upset everyone.
Are you going to release an uncut, like a full-blown version where it's extra gross?
No. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the reaction videos online. I know I've seen some of just people that we work with at Blizzard, but I think it really sets the tone for the story of the campaign of Vessel of Hatred.
I think I'm gonna stop the stream. That's about it. Thank everyone that stopped by. It was really good Xbox showcase. It's at least 8 or 9 by far, a lot of good stuff. I can even set people saying it's a 10. It's a really good showcase. Looking forward to what's to come in the future of Xbox, and this is like definitely a turning point, a great start after what's happened with the studio closures. And hopefully they can deliver the games, and these games that they're showing, they're really good when they come out. But alright, see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.